Hello, welcome back. Now, after all that preamble, I can finally start the Bernard Smith videos. Now, a lot of people, they remember the Cornelius videos very fondly. They were upset by this. They found Cornelius to be charming and vulnerable, and Bernard is not those things. So, people were definitely upset by this. For Ishmael and I, this is where the fun really began because Cornelius, because Bernard's an actor, so he can do sketches. We could do we can have some variations, and of course the story was going to take some crazy turns. And also because this Cornelius was a pseudo hoax, this was an actual hoax. A hoax that we figured people would figure out pretty quickly, or at least we hoped they would, so it was all in fun. We found, I don't know how we arrived at the name, but we had to choose a name where there was an IMDb listing, someone who hadn't really been in anything, at least we hope not. So we found a Bernard K. Smith who had been a golfer in Welcome to Mooseport, and so we hope he's not a real actor, just someone who was in a film once. We still never heard from the real Bernard, not the Bernard. This is where it gets confusing. So hopefully we haven't ruined his life at all. But we chose that Bernard K. Smith, who had been in Welcome to Mooseport, which is a film starring Gene Hackman, and we thought, why not have Bernard? Keep name dropping Fred Savage over Gene Hackman. Okay. So here we go. I think some people were taken in by this. I don't remember how many. Hello. I am not Reverend Cornelius Blow anymore. This is weird. This is my first video I'm making as myself without a script, and I don't really know how to begin it. I guess by introducing myself. For those of you who saw the Herpetology video, you will already know that I am Bernard Smith. That's Smith with an I. I'm the actor who played Reverend Cornelius Blow, though I'm sure the rest of you could have guessed that from my face. Cornelius and I share a face. And a stupid beard. No, people should know by now this is nothing like me. But I'll try to give the rest of you a little background so you know what I'm talking about. Mike is the man who wrote the scripts for The Church Below. Actually, it's probably easier if I just read you some of his last email to me. Hi, Bernard. I just want to thank you again for playing Cornelius Blow. Mike's English, by the way. Doing the accent. Hi, Bernard. I just want to thank you again for playing Cornelius Blow. You made him better than I ever dared to imagine he could be. I'm just sorry we couldn't have played the YouTube game a little better and got you a bigger audience. You deserve it. Well, yeah. We could probably have done with someone who knows a bit more about internet marketing on the team, but you did a fantastic job all round. Then he goes on for a while, but what a great actor I am. I won't bore you with that because I'm quite modest. Blah, 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 blah. If they had YouTube Oscars, you would win hands down. Blah, 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 blah. They should probably give you your own show on HBO. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, here are the last 5 scripts. I think we've taken the character as far as he can go, really. He's reached the end of his arc. Slightly pretentious there, Mike. At the beginning, we wouldn't stretch this thing out longer than its natural lifespan, like certain lonely girl 15s I could mention. I don't know why he's always having a go at the lonely girl 15 people. I think it's some kind of unhealthy obsession with him. I think it's probably envy. British comedy writers, see, he's English, always remember there were only ever 12 episodes of Fawlty Towers. You should always leave the people wanting more. And then there's the sign-off and the last 5 scripts. Come on, Mike. There is tons more we can do with this character. You think Fawlty Towers, I think Bilko. Okay, I know you're a fan of the Phil Silver Show. There were over 140 of those. When you've got a strong character, you should just run with it. We've got all these people here. They would love to see more Cornelius Blow. Remember when we had that girl in Oklahoma making Church of Blow t-shirts? Oklahoma, of all places? I mean, we were really onto something here. You ended
Did that really happen? I don't remember.
Anyway, you haven't responded to the last few emails.
I think that was real.
I don't know if you're out of town or if you're just not getting them or whatever, but I know you will see this video because you are addicted to this YouTube shit. So when you do, just get in touch. I've got some ideas on how we can revive this thing, start entertaining this audience again. Some of them are so starved of entertainment, they've started watching Renetto videos. If we're not careful, they'll slink back to television. Thank you for your patience, everyone. I've not been Reverend Cornelius Blow, and you've been very kind. Mike, get in touch, man. I've still got the beard, so do this.
I love how we always use like the beard. The beard was the essential thing that was necessary. Because it was, because when I finally did shave the beard, it was like a big deal. It was like a ceremonial. But actually, we made that part of the thing, didn't we? It's a weird coincidence that we chose the name Mike, because then, of course, about a year later, I met Mike Booth, in the internet sense. I met Mike Booth and started collaborating with him as well. And he was also British, and so a lot of people thought there might be a connection there, but there wasn't. We confused a lot of people in those early days, because a lot of people assumed that Mike was made up, or that and also that I was really Bernard. This was a character, but my real name was Bernard, and then they found my Weeping Prophet channel, so they thought Jeremiah was a character that Bernard was playing, and that this was a deception that ran really, really deep. And it took a while to untangle that, but yeah. And of course I put, I really, really want to show that Bernard likes movies. I covered the wall with all my movie things. And there's my old laptop too, my old iBook G4. All right, I will continue now.
Hey Mike, what gives? It's been a few days since I posted the last video. I know you've been online because I checked your channel page, so unless you haven't been able to drag your arse away from watching No Ho Girls, I know you'll have seen it. I think you need to remember who put all the effort in here, Mike. I mean, you only wrote them. I made the damn things. I got friends and family involved. I did all the editing. I grew this beard. They should have a beard, don't you? Beards are really creepy. I even made the ones that I didn't really completely get. I trusted your instincts on this. I don't know what all that Twin Peaks stuff was towards the end. It really didn't seem to have much context. But maybe we can move forward.
Washing machine.
If we were to imagine Church Blow was Twin Peaks, maybe we could do a fire walk with me thing.
Oh.
It's a director's account. We can go over the 10-minute mark. Maybe
Director's
we can do an
account.
long one where you explain yourself.
YouTube is so different
better. Clear up some of the unanswered questions, like what was all the Jessica Lee Rose stuff about, other than you maybe thinking she's hot. I mean, I think the ending was a little disjointed, Mike. I think maybe you rushed it a bit. I don't know. Anyway, just send me an email because I'm really getting a little pissed off here. I think I deserve better than this. You can't just drop me like a stone just because you decided to bail on our little project. Whatever happened to world domination or death? And for other people watching this, if you would like to see more Church of Blow, maybe you should add a comment under this video for Mike to see. If he knows people want it, maybe we can persuade him to write more. Star Trek wouldn't have lasted 40 years if fans of the original hadn't bombarded the studio with letters when the network canceled it. Maybe I could write it myself. I mean, how hard could it be? I can write. I know the character inside out. And I could follow the comedy rule of 3. Mike, there is no comedy rule of 5. It's 1, 2, turn around, 1, 2, turn around.
Even during this rewatch, Ishmael's been critical of his own
Church Blow,
writing.
Comment, I've still got the beard. We can still turn this thing around.
Because of course this is Ishmael criticizing his own writing. So I guess that added another layer of confusion. That, I mean, Mike is a fictional writer, but the one thing that is accurate is that this whole series was written by a man in England, but not Mike, and you know, continued to be written by a British person. All right, on we go.
Well, Michael finally got in touch. Turns out Michael is what I believe they call in British English something of a wanker.
Wanker.
We have a lot of good words for people like you in America too, Michael. I'm going to read you his email, and, well, to be perfectly honest, I couldn't care less if he objects to that or not. Hi, Bernard. Michael, I've noticed you've taken to calling me Bernard. Whatever happened to Bernie? Might as well address the thing to Mr. Smith and be done with it. Hi, Bernard. I finally got around to seeing the videos you've been posting on the Church of Blow channel on YouTube. I understand why you want to carry on with Cornelius Blow. I was quite attached to him myself, you know. As I've said, you did an incredible job. Of course I did. And I'm genuinely sorry, sure you are, Michael, sure you are, that it didn't go over bigger. Your talents deserve much greater exposure. I think he means the kind of exposure where you leave someone in the freezing cold to die. But it's time to move on, I think, for both of us. Maybe we can work together on something in the future. Yeah, right, whatever. But I'm really quite busy at the moment with other stuff. That's why I haven't been able to get in touch. You know how we got Mitchell and Webb on Cornelius Blow's MySpace friends list? They're a popular comedy double act in Britain, a short, fat one and a tall, nerdy one. If you get a chance to see their Peep Show, you should. Well, it turns out that
This is before I saw Peep Show. I think I was just saying the words. I didn't even know.
But it seems we got him seen by the right people. The right English people, Mike. Great. I got an email about a month ago from Lucy Lumsden. She's the head of comedy commissions at the BBC. Imagine that. Oh, I'm imagining it, Mike. I'm imagining it. I think you're imagining it too. She's been contacted by David Mitchell, the little fat one, and directed to the Church of Blow. Well, to cut a long story short, she asked me for a script of the sitcom I've been working on, and, provide your own drum roll, it's been commissioned. I'm a proper writer now. Who'd have thought it? Nobody, Michael. Nobody. Blah, 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 blah. Meetings with people at the BBC. Boring, boring, boring. But that's not the best part. The best part is I got a phone call completely out of the blue by Russell T. Davies, executive producer and chief writer on the current version of Doctor Who. You can watch it on the Sci-Fi Channel. I was dumbstruck. I think I've told you he's a personal hero of mine. And the upshot is, if Doctor Who gets a 4th season, he wants me to write an episode. Isn't that incredible? Incredible, Mike. Incredible bullshit.
Whoa.
Okay, Mike, let's pretend we believe you for a minute. Let's pretend we believe you're off writing sitcoms for the BBC and episodes of Doctor fucking Who. What you're really telling us is, you've sold out. But fuck the rest of us. Fuck Penal, fuck you too. They're all dickheads anyway. Bully for me. I'm getting paid now. So you just bugger off and leave me to pick up the pieces. Whatever happens.
This is really kind of Renetto, isn't it? This is the type of shit Renetto would do.
Additional media. And Miss Lucy Lumsden, did she just magic your email out of the ether? Because I have access to the Church of Blow accounts too, and I don't remember seeing anything by her. So yeah, whatever, Michael. You're a lying sack of shit. So yeah, maybe I'll go off and do something on my own as well. Maybe when that 4th season of Doctor Who rolls around, I'll be playing the fucking Doctor. Maybe I'll see you on the set. I think you're forgetting, Michael, that I have worked in the traditional media. I have been in real films, not just this YouTube bullshit. I was in a movie with Fred Savage. Okay, so don't come to me with your Russell T. Davies bullshit. That's Fred Savage. Alright, so, hey, yeah, and you know what? Check this out, Michael. Hey, you know what this means, do you? It means I'm calling time on Cornelius Blow, too. I am shaving the beard off. How do you like that, Brit boy? What do you think of that then, Brit boy? So yeah, I'm sorry everyone. Looks like there isn't going to be any more Cornelius Blow, but let's be honest with ourselves. It wasn't very well written. I had to paper over a lot of the cracks just to make it even vaguely entertaining, which is why I don't believe you, Mike. You're not good enough for television, and oh, while we're on the subject, it's a faucet, not a fucking tap. So, that's about it then. Maybe I'll do something else. I'll write it myself. It'll be better. Boy. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to figure out what I'm basing my performance on, and I think I was trying to do Peter Cook, but with an American accent. But just that sort of slightly detached thing that Peter Cook does, except he's saying it, he's, American. But because Bernard, when he talks, he sort of has the same kind of aloofness. I think that's what I was going for. And I lost that, I'm pretty sure, over time. We'll see as I'm going through these now, because as the gaps got wider, it's like I would be picking up Bernard months after the fact, and I don't think I had a hook into him anymore. But I think he begins pretty strong, because I actually had a concept of how to play him. And also, I know Ishmael was very tickled by my British accent. Accents, they're interesting, because obviously it's not accurate, but when someone imitates an accent, it gives you insight into how it sounds to that person. When I hear a lot of British people do American accents, they really rinse the R's. Well, here we are in the building. So, anyway. It's the first three. Should I go for 4? Should I? 4 is when it starts to get different. Maybe I'll save that for another time. I got through the first 3, which are nothing like the rest. The traditional vlog, well, kind of like this. It's Bernard, just doing the traditional YouTube, what would have been common at that time. So yeah, I think that's it for this time. Cheers. Boom. Well, that was awkward.